Joining me now is the 2022 Ed Block Courage Award recipient for the New Orleans Saints. That would be Jameis Winston. Jameis, how's the offseason treating you, my friend?
It's great, man. Like I've been traveling, been getting my work in, but looking forward to coming up to Baltimore and spending some time with you, man. Well, it's an honor and a privilege, just a prestige that this foundation has held over, my entire league in the NFL. I think the significance that your team gets to pick and choose a courageous, selfless leader of your team. I think that just speaks volumes about what this league gives us, and also what this foundation is built off of. Yeah, well, it was like obviously when you have an injury, you overcompensate. So I end up tweaking my foot in training camp, and then the first game of the year, I broke my back. So as you know, like, well, when you're competing, all the injuries it doesn't really resonate to the end of the year when you realize how much you missed, and that's just how I look back at it now. But I feel like my recovery process. I'm just grateful that I had a good team around me to help me recover and just get to a place where mentally where I'm not focusing on the downside of recovery, but having a vision of where I'm headed and how I can improve. So I would say, all in all, and if I can describe my recovery process in one word, I would say resilient. Absolutely, that was my dream. It was my dream to play professional football and professional baseball. That dream was shortly lived, though, because I had some verbiage in my first NFL contract that said that I couldn't enter the MLB draft. So I I disliked that was in there.
Right.
But I would love. I was drafted to the Rangers, and man, like just a few minutes ago, like I was looking up like what baseball glove I'm about to order, because I know I'm gonna do a lot of baseball training this year for rotation and foot quickness. But I think that's like one of the most exciting parts of being able to receive this award from your team, is being able to give back and being able to bring excitement and resilience to these kids. Like these kids are they're fighting, but from the videos that I've seen, the studies, like they're happy, and it puts things in a perspective where, like, yeah, I had an injury, but this kid, he or she is going through something way worse than me, and they still see the glass half full, not half empty. So I'm looking forward to spending time with the kids and running around with them and just chopping it up. Uh, I got a couple, like a Sweet Child of Mine. Like I think that was one. Like that one is my go-to just because I like Step Brothers. Lil Boosie has a song, "Mind of a Maniac." I like singing that song when I wanna cut up. And my last one is "Blessings" by Kanye and Big Sean and Rick Ross. Like
Okay.
that's my jam.
If I had to put you on the spot, which one could you sing right here, right now? Like if you had to sing a bar.
Well, I've probably been rehearsing "Mind of a Maniac" for longer than any of those other songs. So I think I think that one. My favorite ice cream flavor. cookies and cream. Like you can't go wrong. Even though it's a restaurant based out of Cincinnati called Graders, and they have this raspberry chip, ba- black raspberry chocolate chip that's phenomenal.
Ooh. By the way, you had
My welcome to the NFL moment was my first pass of my career, and that was a pick six. So my first pass of my NFL career, I threw a touchdown. So that was exciting, right, for the other team. But that was my welcome to the NFL moment because we Tampa at the time we had Coach Lovie Smith, and Coach Lovie is comes from the Tony Dungy tree where he's Tampa 2, cover 3, and man. And we play against Dick LeBeau, who's known for his elaborate schemes and different zone pressures. He basically created it for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And our first third down, he ran 2-man, and I haven't seen two. I ain't seen 2-man my whole career. Until that point. And I forget his name, but I know he picked me off. I know he was 24. He was number 24, and he took it to the house. He played for the Tennessee Titans. Dang, I forget his name. I think it was Corey son.
It's a great question. So I think my answer will be a little bit, it's gonna be a little different, right? So growing up, I've always so the short answer is I got LASIK eye surgery going into my rookie year, right before training camp. Uh, and the long of it is so growing up, I always kind of had blurry vision, but I always was this. I didn't know any better. I'm like, this is just how I see. I assumed everyone else did as well. And then maybe middle of high school, maybe junior year, I was like, I got to get some contacts just in case when I'm in college, I need to be able to see the signals and all that kind of stuff. And I put them on. I was like, man, this is if this is what everyone is seeing, this is crazy. I had got all my offers. I was already committed to Penn State by that point. I'm like, man, my game go to a whole nother level. And then, over time, people that wear contacts understand, sometimes it could be a bit of a hassle, if you rip them or if they get too dirty or you gotta change them, you can't swim with them, that, all those types of things. When I got to the league, I was like, man, it would be nice to just be able to roll out of bed and be able to see just like everyone else. And so ever since I got the LASIK eye surgery, I went from 2060, 2070 vision to 2015, 2020. So I think that's probably my best purchase so real far.
That's